Hey everybody, Cinema Sickness here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today's the day we're going to talk about what I picked up on Saturday. As I mentioned in my Saturday's Bought and Watch video, I didn't show you everything I got because there was a ton. I shoot my video and edit my video on my iPhone when I'm on vacation, so I wasn't about to do a huge long video where I had to edit it on my iPhone. Wasn't going to happen, so that's why I didn't show you everything I got. Figured I'd wait till I come back from vacation to talk to you guys about everything that I picked up on Saturday. I did already show you what I got from Rose's because I didn't shoot in there. They actually wouldn't let me shoot video in there. Everything you're about to see now, I did shoot in the Let's Go Shopping video. So there's a ton to show you, so let's get right down to it. Now before we get down to the cinema titles I picked up, there is one other title that I do want to show you guys, only because I got a really good deal on it, and you guys are constantly asking me, am I a gamer? And no, I'm not a gamer. I do occasionally play video games. I have nothing wrong with video games. I love video games. Grew up with them. I had a 2600 when I was a kid, and throughout the years, I've had everything, you know, NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, PlayStations, you know, I've had pretty much everything, but I never had an Xbox. That was about it. I've had pretty much everything, Dreamcast, you know, everything like that. I've had all kinds of systems throughout the years. My household has always had some sort of system in it. In fact, right now I have a Wii system, and I really don't play it that often. When I first got it, I played it a lot, but I don't really touch it much anymore. But I do still like video games, and you know, even though I'm not a gamer, even though 99.9% of my life is dedicated to movies, I do occasionally bust out the Wii and play a game. And when I was at a thrift store this weekend, I came across a title that I had to pick up, especially for the price I got it for, and that was New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Got this for $2. That was a great deal. All their DVDs were marked at $2, and all the games were just kind of thrown in with the DVDs. So I brought this up, and she said, yeah, it's $2. So very, very cool. I look forward to playing this. I've heard great things about this game. I've seen a lot of really good reviews, and I remember when this was first announced, I thought it looked awesome because, you know, growing up with video games, I was always a Nintendo guy. Even though I had a Genesis, and a Nintendo, I was always more on the Nintendo side. I was always kind of the guy saying Mario could beat up Sonic. I was just definitely a Nintendo kid when I was growing up. So I was a huge fan of Mario, still am. So I really wanted to play this game, and for $2, I had to get it. So again, it's not cinema related, not something I would usually talk about, but like I said, you guys always ask me, am I a gamer? Do I play games? Do I buy games? And the answer is not really, but occasionally I'll pick them up. Now on to the cinema. And the first thing I'm going to show you is actually a CD soundtrack that I picked up, and that was the soundtrack to Gods and Generals. A decent soundtrack, definitely one I wanted to pick up, but what's best about this is actually the specially priced limited edition CD DVD bonus pack. This does come with a DVD that comes with some music videos and bonus footage and a theatrical trailer. So very, very cool to get this. Paid only $1, and that was a great deal. So I did pick up a bunch of DVDs and VHS tapes today, but right now we're going to focus on the DVDs. And I'm not going to split them up by store. I'm just going to show you everything I got and tell you how much I paid for it. And the first set I picked up for only $5 was The Dana Carvey Show. Now, I've been a big fan of Dana Carvey for years. Love his stand-up. Loved him when he was on SNL. Very, very funny. This here's a show that I never watched when it was on TV. In fact, I don't remember this ever actually being on TV. So I definitely want to grab this. I can't wait to check it out. And for $5, that was a great, great deal. The next title I got, also for only $5, was the complete first and second season of Mr. Show. This, I can't believe I got this for $5. That was a great, great, great deal. I mean, Bob Odenkirk, David Cross, two very funny people. I've heard nothing but great things about the show, and I've actually never seen a single episode of it, which, you know, it's something I definitely want to check out for a long time, but I'm not the kind of guy who really wants to see an episode of something, so I'll look it up on TV or online or something like that. No, not really. I'll just wait till I eventually come across the DVD or Blu-ray. Now I came across the DVD, so I definitely had to pick this up, and I could not wait to sit down and watch the show, because like I said, I've heard nothing but fantastic things. Then for $10, I picked up Season 1, Volume 2 of The Fugitive. Definitely trying to get the entire Fugitive series on DVD. I believe I have Season 2, Volume 2. That's it. These are the only 2 volumes I have thus far. But I definitely want to get them all, so had to pick it up. And for $10, that was a good deal. Then for $5, I picked up this Dimension Extreme Horror Fest. This comes with Hellraiser, Revelations, Children of the Corn Genesis, and Zombie Diaries 2. Now, the real reason why I'm picking this up is for the Hellraiser title. It's the only one in the series I do not have yet. It's the newest one. So I really wanted to get it for $5, so it was a great deal. Children of the Corn Genesis, I do already have that one on Blu-ray. Haven't watched it yet. And Zombie Diaries 2, I've heard some bad things about the Zombie Diaries movies. If you guys heard anything good, if you guys have any input on them, let me know if they're any good or not. If they are, maybe I'll pick up the first one. But like I said, I've heard some negative things on that series. But I really want to get this for $5. Again, another fantastic deal. This title here I'm very excited about. For another $5 I picked up Houdini. This is a movie I wanted to see for the longest time now. I love everything about Houdini. Love documentaries, love movies. Just a huge fan of Houdini himself. This is going to be a great, great watch. Also starring Tony Curtis. That's just fantastic. So this here, I have no doubt is going to be an amazing movie, and I will be checking this one out ASAP. Then for $10 I picked up Reno 911, the complete 5th season. I did actually mention this to you guys yesterday that I bought this because I did pick up season 6. That actually completes my entire Reno 911 series. I now have the entire series on DVD. That is fantastic because I absolutely love this show. It is extremely, extremely funny. This is one of the few shows that I actually used to watch on TV all the time. It is just brilliant. Absolutely love it. And I am very excited to have the entire series on DVD. Number $5. This is a weird one, but I had to pick it up. Heart Condition. Now, this one does star Bob Hopkins and Denzel Washington. Apparently, Denzel Washington is some kind of ghost. Looks to be completely ridiculous. But that is definitely why I had to see this. Plus, the cast is great. So, definitely want to pick this up for $5. Number $10 I grabbed, Completely Carlin. And this comes with Playing With Your Head, What Am I Doing in New Jersey, Back in Town, George's Best Stuff, and You Were All Diseased. I did already have 2 of these titles on DVD, but for $10, had to pick this up to get the other titles that I did not have on DVD yet. Love George Carlin. His stand-up is extremely, extremely funny. And for $10, this was also a great deal. Number $5 I grabbed, George Carlin again. Another great George Carlin stand-up. Definitely wanted to pick this up. Again, I love George Carlin. Had to get it. Number $5 I grabbed the Drawn Together movie, The Movie, which is a really weird title. But I really want to pick this one up as well. I do have the entire Drawn Together series on DVD. Didn't have the movie yet, so definitely had to pick it up. This is one of those shows that I never really got into when it was on TV. I actually started watching it after I picked up. I think I got the first season on DVD years ago. Watched it, thought, actually, this is pretty decent. So really got into the series. Very happy to have the movie. Now, the next 3 titles I'm going to show you, let me explain my thoughts on reality TV first, because I know I've in the past that I hate reality TV, and I do. But when reality TV was first getting started, well, I'd say maybe like the early 2000s, like around that time, I was into it a little bit more. I didn't really mind it so much. I mean, yeah, I knew it was all fake, but it didn't really bother me so much as it does now. I mean, now every show on TV is a reality TV show, and it's gone from being kind of fake to just completely being 100% scripted, and I hate it. I am just not a fan of reality TV shows these days. For me to watch a reality TV show, maybe like American Pickers or something like that, I like American Pickers, but a show like that has to offer me something than just being a reality TV show. I like, American Pickers because I like them. I like seeing what these people, the houses they go to. I kind of like seeing what these people collect. As a collector, I like seeing other people's collections and other people's piles of junk and stuff like that. I find them interesting. So the show does offer something a bit more to me. So I can watch a show like that, but most of the time reality TV, just not my thing. But what I'm about to show you is very nostalgic for me. A show that I did actually used to watch, and that was John and Kate Plus 8. Got season 3 and both volumes of season 4. So yeah, the show is pretty ridiculous. I look back on it now and I'm like, did I really used to watch that so much? But again, it's very nostalgic for me. I still enjoy it, just again, basically 100% for nostalgia reasons. So I had to pick these up. Got these for $5 a piece. That was a great deal. Again, complete 3rd season and both volumes of the 4th season. So definitely had to pick these up. For $15, this was a great deal. Number $10 I picked up Bing Crosby Screen Legends Collection. And this comes with Waikiki Wedding, Double or Nothing, East Side of Heaven, If I Had My Way, and Here Comes the Waves. Love Bing Crosby. I'm a big fan of his movies. anytime I come across one of his movies, I always pick him up. He's just a great, great actor. Love his singing voice, love his films. This here for $10 was a great, great deal. Then I got John Oliver, Terrifying Times. Now, an extremely funny man. I've actually seen the stand-up special on TV, thought it was great. I just find him to be extremely, extremely funny. Just love his stand-up. So for $5, I had to pick this one up. Then for another $5, I picked up Shockwave, the complete first season. Now this is not one of my favorite History Channel shows. It is decent, but there are much better ones out there. This is more or less just disasters. You're watching bad things happen to people, and it's kind of a shame to watch that, but I did still enjoy this series, so had to pick it up. For $5, a great deal. Then for $3 a piece, I picked up two of the Walt Disney Animation Collection Classic Shorts films. Picked up Volume 4 and Volume 5. Now, all the shorts on these I do already have within my Walt Disney Treasure sets. However, big a Walt Disney nut, I want to get pretty much every release, so I really want to pick up the entire collection of these. So I already have one, now I have two more, that's 3 down. I think there's 3 or 4 more to get. So I definitely had to pick these up, and for $3 a piece, that was a great, great deal. And the last DVD I picked up for another $3 was I Love Trouble. Julia Roberts, Nick Nolte, that was enough for me. I thought, great team up, definitely had to pick this one up. This synopsis does sound pretty interesting though, and it gets decent reviews, so for $3, had to grab it. Now on to all the VHS, and I do want to apologize to you guys because I actually forget how much I paid for every single one of these individually, but I did pay somewhere between 25 cents and $1 per title here, so got some great deals, but again, I do apologize. I actually should have kept these all separate because I don't remember how much I paid for each one individually, but the first title I picked up here was Hardware Wars, this year being the special edition release apparently. This is a 1977 spoof of Star Wars. I am not expecting too much in this. It apparently won some awards and it was really popular at the time, but I'm thinking it's going to be probably pretty cheesy and not very good, but it really did intrigue me. I mean, a spoof on Star Wars from 1977. Had to pick it up and check it out to see what this is all about. Then I grabbed Siesta, a complete blind buy, knew nothing about it, didn't look at many reviews, haven't even read the synopsis, but what sold me was dripping blood. It looked pretty interesting. Yeah, a cover art can sell me on movies. It definitely sold me on this one. Had to pick it up, definitely looking forward to watching it. This is kind of weird. This is titled The Original Addams Family, which apparently it's not actually the entire original cast, so calling it that's actually very misleading. And this is actually a special called Halloween with the Addams Family. So why this wasn't just called Halloween with the Addams Family really makes no sense to me. So a very, very strange release. But I am a big, big Addams Family fan. So of course, had to pick this one up. Then I grabbed There's No Business Like Show Business. A blind buy, but I have no doubt this is going to be great. Looks to be a fantastic musical. Love musicals. Definitely had to add this one to the collection. This here, though, this is probably, I would say, one of the best buys of today. Definitely the best VHS buy, and that was The Wonder Years. Very happy to get this. This here, to the best of my knowledge anyway, is unedited, meaning that if they ever release The Wonder Years to DVD, because apparently the big issue with Wonder Years being released to DVD is all the copyrighted music. Apparently it's going to cost a boatload of money to get the rights to actually put all that music onto the DVD. So I'd be willing to bet if we ever do get DVD releases of The Wonder Years, they'll probably be edited, or at least I'm assuming that. So I definitely want to pick these VHS tapes up when I come across them, as I do have, again, I believe the unedited versions of the actual episode. So definitely had to grab this. It's in fantastic shape too, so a great, great find. Then I picked up a movie called Short Time, starring Dabney Coleman. That name alone sold me on this title. If you grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, I guarantee you know who this man is. He was in a ton of great movies that I used to watch all the time. Definitely movies that I consider classics, so had to pick this one up, and I cannot wait to see this. Then I picked up Screw Loose, starring Mel Brooks. Is this going to be any good? I have no idea. I'm kind of holding my breath on this one. Not sure if it's going to be any good at all, but Mel Brooks, had to pick it up. Then I picked up The Best of John Candy on SCTV. Now, SCTV is something I've never really seen. I mean, I've caught a few skits here and there, but for the most part, haven't really seen much of it. But I do love John Candy, and a little bit of SCTV I've seen, I enjoyed, so definitely had to pick this one up. Then the next two titles here I picked up simply just for collecting purposes. And the first one was The Blob. Already have, I believe, 2 other versions of this on VHS, but doesn't matter. Just the artwork to these are great. I love picking these up just for collecting purposes because of the fantastic artwork. So again, a movie I have on different formats. I have a ton of different versions of this film, but regardless, really want to get this for the great, great artwork. And the same thing goes with Ed Wood. I just really enjoy that artwork. It just looks really, really cool. So had to pick it up just for collecting purposes. Then I got some MST3K. First one I picked up here was Pod People. Love MST3K. Had to get it. And the same thing goes with The Amazing Colossal Man. Just a funny, funny show. Love watching these. Love seeing them just riff on these really bad movies. Had to get it. And this is something I'm very excited about. I picked up Mystery Science Theater 3000, the movie. I've never seen this. This is something I've wanted to have in my collection for the longest time now. I've always wanted to see this. Really, of course, like to have it on DVD, but hey, VHS sounds good to me. Very happy to finally have this one. This one here is pretty funny. I picked up Wham! The Video. Had to get this one. It does come with a bunch of their music videos, things like Everything She Wants, Last Christmas, Careless Whisper, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, Club Tropicana, Bad Boys, and something called Wham! Rap, which kind of scares me, but I had to pick this one up. This is going to be a lot of great cheese. I just love really bad 80s music, so had to pick this one up. And then I grabbed the biography of Bob Hope. This is going to be a great, great watch. Bob Hope is a great guy. Plus, I love biography documentaries that are really, really well done. So this is going to be fantastic and brand new, never opened, so a great deal on this. Then a movie I've wanted to see for a while now, and that was Midnight Madness. Came across this one a few times on VHS over the years. I've either, for whatever reason, just passed up on it, or it's always kind of been in bad shape, so I never got it. So very happy to finally add this one to the collection, and I can't wait to check it out. And the last VHS I picked up is a title that I do already own on VHS. It's actually only ever been released in VHS and DVD-R. However, I picked this up because I like the artwork to this a lot more than the VHS copy I had, and that was The Halloween Tree. Look at that great artwork. It is somewhat similar to the version I already have, which has a big Cartoon Network banner on top of it and looks a little bit more modernized, but it is still somewhat similar, but this one just looks a hell of a lot more nicer. So really want to get this, since I do have this in my collection, as definitely something that I love watching, and as a collector's piece since it hasn't been properly released to actual DVD. I really wanted to get a nice copy of this, just with this great looking artwork, so definitely had to pick this one up to replace the version I already had. So that's it for what I bought today, so now onto what I watched. And since today was New Year's Eve, I had to check out Money Train. This is one of those great non-holiday holiday titles. The movie starts off on Christmas, ends on New Year's, so definitely a movie you can watch in that time frame. This here is pure popcorn, and as I said many times, I have nothing wrong with that. A good, cheesy action movie I completely love. Stars Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes, Jennifer Lopez. A great, great film. It's full of great, funny moments, great action, just great cheese. I cannot recommend this enough. Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes are actually police officers. Well, and we can kind of, I don't know, I guess you can kind of leave J-Lo out of this one if you want or not. I don't care. But so they're all cops, and they're all sort of working this this beat on the subway. Things just aren't going so well for Woody Harrelson, and then Wesley Snipes kind of gets mixed up in it because they're brothers in the sense that they were both raised together by a foster mom. So things aren't going too well. They end up getting fired. Woody Harrelson decides he's going to rob this this money train, which is basically a subway car that carries a bunch of money. He's going to rob it. Wesley Snipes tries to stop him. Things just go crazy, but a great, great watch. There's not too much more than that. It is a pretty basic plot, but it is a really, really fun movie that I would definitely recommend. If you are a fan of just great, cheesy action movies, this is certainly one to pick up and check out. You will love it. Though, I would recommend not getting the DVD release because I do believe all the DVD releases are in full screen. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. From what I could see, all the DVD releases are full screen. However, there is a widescreen Blu-ray release, so I would recommend picking up the Blu-ray and not the DVD of this movie. But it is great, one I would definitely recommend. And hey, you can watch it on Christmas or New Year's, so that's always a plus. So that's it for what I bought and what I watched today. Definitely got a ton of titles on Saturday. Very excited about that, especially all the titles I picked up from the Oob Salad. I got a lot of titles from there. Spent $100 at the Oob Salad buying all the titles I got, but a lot of great seasons, a lot of great $5 DVDs. That was great. And also all the other great DVDs and VHS tapes I picked up from all the great thrift stores in Rehoboth. That was awesome. So a great haul. I did spend a lot, but it was definitely worth it. And also watching Money Train, love the movie. It's cheesy, it's ridiculous, it's just a goofy, over-the-top popcorn action movie, but that is why I absolutely love it, and I would highly recommend it to you guys. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.